Hey everybody, welcome to another video. Today we're going to go over some more 2016 pickups, some year-end pickups. Got a lot of good books here, and I got a couple other boxes to go through as well. So I'll split this up into a couple videos, but let's go ahead and get started. First up, we have a nice copy, slightly higher grade copy of Amazing Spider-Man 111. Got a decent little Spider-Man run here. Next up, we have 112. There's nothing too key about these first issues here. So 114. Get this centered a little more. It's 117. There's a classic issue, 119 with the Hulk battle. Nice looking copy. After that, we have 121. Of course, the Green Goblin issue and, you know, the death of important character. Gwen Stacy, spoilers. This is a really nice high grade copy. Probably would be maybe 9.0 plus if it wasn't for that crease right there. But I'm probably not going to have it graded just because it's probably 7.0, 7.5 because of that crease. So, still $200 to $300 book though, so that's good. Next up, some more high grade Spideys. We've got 127. 128. And another high grade copy of 135 here. I think I was considering sending this off to CGC, but I probably won't. But it is sharp. And this book has gone up in value. As you know, the Punisher TV show and everything. Second appearance of the Punisher. Here's another Green Goblin issue. 136. We've got 139. 143. This is another really sharp copy. Here's 144. I think this might be the start of the whole clone saga thing, maybe. It's 147 with the Tarantula. And last Spider-Man issue, we have the first Carnage. Amazing Spider-Man 361. This is always a really popular book. Next we have only one Avengers in this box, number 93, the giant size issue. I think this might be the start of the Kree-Skrull War. Then we have a very nice copy of Batman 237. I forgot what reappearance or what's significant about this issue. Maybe a Two-Face appearance or a new something like that. But stunning red colors on this book, very high grade. We have a couple Captain Marvels next. We have number 30, high grade. 32. Of course, this is the whole Starlin Thanos saga. We have our first Golden Age book. Well, it might be late silver. No, it's early 50s. This is Casper the Friendly Ghost number, I think it's 2 or 3. These are pretty rare. They can get expensive, especially in high grade. Then we flip back to some modern books. We have a ton of Deadpool stuff, so I'm not a fan of Deadpool, you might want to skip ahead, but I'll go through them all. There's 2, 4, 27 with Wolverine, another 27, 28, might be an Electro appearance in that one. There's 36, little gorilla cover there, 49, 50, a couple copies of 52. Let me get into the 60s here, the whole Weapon X thing. 61, 62, 63, I think I have two 63s. I'm just going to flip through them all now. There's 64. Oops, sorry, the sun's coming out a little bit. 65, 67. I think 68 has the Taskmaster. Yeah, there it is. It's a good issue. And the last issue of the run, 69. I was thinking about having a few of these graded, but all the ones that are in this box probably won't hit that 9.8 mark, so probably we'll just sell them as is. Next up we have Deadpool #1 from the 2008 series. I think this was right around the Secret Invasion time, which is why you have the scroll on the cover. We have Detective Comics now, moving back into the Silver Age. 370. I believe this is the first Neil Adams work, maybe on Batman, or maybe just in Detective Comics, but you can kind of see, you know, a little bit of his pencils there, but really doesn't look too much like his work. Next up is Detective 424. Nothing special about that one, just a nice high-grade copy of the larger size 52-page issue. Then we have the classic Joker fish gun cover here. Detective Comics 475. I think I need to get this book pressed. It's kind of wavy. It's got some moisture damage. There's no stains or anything, but it's a solid book. We've got a Fantastic Four 39. Got Daredevil there. I have a really high-grade copy of G.I. Joe #1. I think I was gonna have this graded, but there's just one tiny flaw in it, unfortunately, as there often is. Next up, we have Incredible Hulk 271. This is, I don't think it's the first Rocket Raccoon, but it is maybe in comic format. I think he appeared in a magazine first, but that's a popular book. Now we have the classic Wolverine claws cover there, Incredible Hulk 340. We have two, don't think they're rare, but they're, oh no, I only have one here. We have Incredible Hulk versus Venom. This is kind of like a little embossed or textured cover, but I do like that cover. Really cool book here. I think, of course, as with all or most Versus comics, it ends up turning into kind of a team up. Then we have Infinity Gauntlet #5. I was going through some of my modern collection because I'm kind of looking to liquidate it. I might make a video on that. I've got a whole bunch of boxes sitting around that I'm trying to sell, but I pulled out a lot of the better books, and I found a long run. I found multiple copies of Infinity Gauntlet 1, 5, 6. So was, you know, fortunate enough to find those because, let's see, before the first Avengers movie came out, you know, you could find the Infinity Gauntlet books in, you know, 50-cent, 25-cent dollar boxes everywhere. But now, you know, they're $5, $10, $15, $20 an issue for a raw copy. And now we have Legends #3. Let's see, I think this is the new Suicide Squad, like the newest version or the newest reiteration. Maybe not by today's like movie standards, but a new version of the Suicide Squad. Then we have Marvel Premiere #1. This book is really nice, and probably would be an 8.0 or higher if it wasn't for this little bottom staple issue. It popped off. Then we have Marvel Premiere 19. I think I've showed this this book and a couple other boxes that I've got. Might be the first Colleen Wing or something, but yeah, key Iron Fist character, I think, or something. Now we have the first iteration of Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel Superheroes 18. Always a good, solid book to have. Key issue. Got the second Guardians movie coming out next year, I think. Or this year, I guess. Depending on when you're watching this. Now we have Marvel Team Up, #1. Another mid-grade, solid copy here. Cool book. And we have a couple Miss Marvels now. We have #19. Again, I think this book, I don't know, it's gotten more expensive recently. Don't know the full reason other than maybe a Captain Marvel appearance. Then we have Miss Marvel #20, which is her first new costume. You saw on the cover of the last issue, she was still in that other, more red costume, but now she's got that signature lightning bolt and sash here. Now we have the first Deadpool, New Mutants #98. I think I've had this book for probably over a year. It's a lower grade copy, mid-grade copy. Got just general spine wear, but I forgot about it in one of my boxes that I bought. Bought it in a collection, so it's always nice to find another book like this. Of course, I think it's kind of cooled off since the Deadpool movie came out. I guess that was earlier this year, but it'll go back up again when the next one comes out. Now we have a mid-grade copy of New Teen Titans #2, the first Deathstroke. Now, usually I do recycle bags of boards a lot, but I'm pretty sure I found this book for $2.50 sometime last year, 2016. And this book, it's another one of those like, oh, you know, you probably should have it graded. Unfortunately, there's a slight little cut that's on the bottom, so it's probably only, you know, 6.0 to 7.0. However, to find this book for $2.50 was always, you know, something that, you know, makes your heart beat faster. Next I have Police Comics, #48, just another random Golden Age book here. Let me see if I can fix this lighting because the sun's kind of messing it up. Alright, hopefully that's a little bit better with the lighting. Let's keep moving on here. Next up we have Preacher #13. I think it's the first appearance of this character. I've only read the first 6 or 7 issues of this series, so I'm not familiar with it totally, but, you know, I never really watched the newest AMC version of the show yet, so I don't know, I can't say whether it's good or not, but this book has been in somewhat high demand too, so this is another one that I found just in my modern collection and I recognized it had some value. Next up, we have a third printing of Saga #1. Yeah, third printing. High grade copy. But because it's third printing, I don't think it's worth getting graded. Next up is Saga #2. I think we have one more Saga book. Yeah, the Ghost variant of #7. Then we have a Shazam #1. I bought a collection that had probably 8 to 10 of these, and they were all high grade. Unfortunately, they're all in like the 9.2, 9.4 range. I don't think anything will grade 9.6 or higher. Of course, you know, 9.0s, 9.2s are still worth $100, so good find. So I think I'll have probably 3 or 4 of them graded, but sell most of them raw. Next up, we've got a Silver Surfer #9. Nice solid copy. I'm gonna move this camera a little bit closer now. There we go. All right, a little over halfway done now, and we have Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man #1. Got the tarantula again there. I don't know if this is the... No, it's not the first appearance of the tarantula. Maybe that 147 Spider-Man that I showed earlier was. Next up we have Star Wars Darth Maul, son of Dethromir. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that, but this series, I think it's a 4-issue series. It's pretty tough to find. I'm not sure if it was just a low print one or run or what, but I've seen 1 through 4 sell for $100. There's also a trade paperback that sells for $100. And I did find a whole bunch of issues 2, 3, and 4. I don't think I have a number 1, unfortunately, but it's a cool series. I think they did it on the Clone Wars TV show, but kind of maybe a little bit more of story behind Darth Maul, and it might even be after the. Yeah, I think it's after. It takes place after the first episode, so I'm not sure if he has his mechanical legs or whatnot, but cool little series there. Here's number 3. Cool cover there. I think I got one more of those behind here. Yep. Yeah, so like I said, I found a whole bunch of these sitting around my collection, but I also went to a store and just go through their modern boxes, and they had a whole bunch of number 3 and number 4, so picked them up for cover price, which was awesome. Then we have Strange Tales number 60. For some reason this one's pretty rare. Up until last year, I don't think there were any graded sales recorded, so I was happy to pick this up at that time. It's one of those more unusual Atlas early Marvel books that tend to sell for a lot more because they're rare. Then we have Strange Tales 121. Nothing special about this book, just a little high grade. Here's Suicide Squad 48. Just a cool cover. Not sure what the storyline is, but this book tends to sell for a premium. Probably will sell this one for 30 to 40 bucks. A couple more new modern Suicide Squad books. We have number 1. This might be from 2011 or so. Yeah, November 2011 it says right here. And then we have number 6. Part of the Harley Quinn story. I didn't read this series either, but this issue, number 1, number 6, and number 7, I think are the best issues of the run in terms of value. There's number 7. Next up, we have Tales of Suspense number 77. This book is one of the better issues of the run. Here is Tales of Suspense number 94. This is the first MODOK. Let's see, yeah, there he is in the background there. The big head guy. This is a nice copy. Probably 7.5, maybe 8.0. Again, another one that, I might want to have graded. If MODOK appears in a movie or anything like that, then I think this book will shoot up in value. So might hold on to it. I don't know. I've got a couple low grade copies that I'm probably just going to sit on. But there's that one. Next up, we have a couple random low grade Thors. Here's Journey into Mystery 105. 113. 119. I think this is the second Destroyer. Then we have 134. And I'm not sure if this is the first or second High Evolutionary, but I think that's him right there. This book, I think 131 through 134 have gone up a lot in value. I think mostly 132 is probably the most valuable one. Maybe 133, but yeah, these Thors have, when there's like a movie appearance of a character, they shoot up pretty quickly in value. So I have a whole bunch of 132s that I had sitting in boxes for a long time. I'll show you those later. Next up, we have another interesting book. I'm not sure if I've shown you guys this before, but in the late 80s, early 90s, there was a series called The Walking Dead. Obviously way before Robert Kirkman's version. 1989 there in the corner. But yeah, I think I read through a little bit of this book, and You know, it's like some aliens crash land on Earth and spill some biological weapon, and you know, zombies start to take over the world, and so just another typical zombie storyline. But this book, I think, you know, is probably worth nothing before the real Walking Dead as we know it now has gotten popular. So just a cool book, kind of tough to find, but I think you can find it on the internet, no problem. And then we have a whole bunch of other Walking Deads here from the series you guys are probably more familiar with. Here's number 63. I think this, it might be the first Chew. I'm not 100% sure, but it's got that Chew preview there. Another popular Image series. And then we just got a whole bunch of Walking Deads here, so probably won't go through them all. I'll just pull them all out and flip through them real quick. Got 86, 87, 88, 91, 93. I think 91 or 93 is more popular or a little more expensive. 94, 95. Yeah, nothing too special there. But, you know, they're worth 20, 30 bucks a piece, so, you know, even though they came out a couple years ago, they've gone up in value because it's just so popular. Let's see, what's next? I think we've got Wolverine next. Yeah. Here is Wolverine number 154. I'm not sure if it's 153 and 154 or 154 and 155, but 2 issues feature Deadpool, and these ones are more expensive than most of the others in this run. Pretty cool covers too. Next up we have a high-grade copy of Wolverine number 66. I think this is from the second series here. Of course, it's the first issue in the Old Man Logan storyline. You know, the movie's coming out this year about that, I think in a couple months here. So I do have a whole bunch of books in the Old Man Logan storyline that I probably want to try to sell before the movie comes out just to maximize value. But yeah, number 66, definitely worth more than the rest. Yeah, I think I had one of these graded recently. It came back in 9.8. Was happy about that too. Only a couple books left here. We've got 2 copies of Wolverine Origins number 10, which I think is the first appearance of Dakin. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but that's Wolverine's son, I guess. You know, he's got those type of claws there. Then we have New X-Men 128. I forgot the name of the character that first appears in this issue, but I really like this cover, and it's the first appearance of a character as well, so cool book to have. I have a random book. I think I found this one at Half Price Books. Although it's a Hastings book, a Hastings exclusive, and you know, Hastings I think went out of business or is bankrupt or something, but yeah, I know nothing about this book or the series. Just know that was kind of like a rare variant issue, so picked it up for cheap at Half Price Books. Next up we have some CGC books. Let me just go ahead and pull them all out here and move the box aside. First up we have Amazing Adventures number 4. Picked this up at auction a couple months ago. Just a really cool cover. Painted cover. Sorry for the glare here, but yeah, just a really cool robot cover. Robot romance, I guess. There we go. And it's in the new CGC case. It does have a lot of the, I forgot what they call that, but you know, that oil slick sort of look. I think this was before they switched to the new inner wells, because I don't think there's an inner well on this one, but it's got a lot of that oil slick stuff. But you know, it's a solid book, 6.5, beautiful cover from 1951, so cool book to have. Now next up we have some really interesting books. Actually, they're not even books, they're pages. So this was only a couple weeks ago now I picked these up. And it might be the closest I ever come to owning, you know, a copy of Superman number 1, but I've got 3 pages graded, CGC from a copy of Superman #1. A dealer friend of mine out of Kentucky, he auctioned these off. I'm not sure what the full story is, but he auctioned off a whole bunch of different pages for Superman #1, and I was fortunate enough to win 3 of them. So here is page number 27. Don't know. I think that's Clark Kent, right there. Unfortunately, there's no, costumed Superman in this page, but just pretty sweet to own, a part of a Superman #1 at least. I think in 2.0 condition or so, Superman #1's selling for 100,000 or more now, so it's gonna be tough to ever get one. But the pages aren't brittle; they're creamed off-white. They're nice, so good to have. Next up, we have page 22. Another sweet book here, sweet page. Again, I don't know if that's Clark Kent or not, but I'm thinking it is. There it is. And the last one, we do have Superman in costume. There's Clark Kent there. This is page 11, by the way. And there's Superman there. Of course, I don't know if that's a coloring issue or what, but his S, you can't really see it. But he is in his costume, his blue and red costume there. And then, again, here, in the back of the page. So yeah, 3 pages from Superman #1. I think I paid around $200 to $250 for each page. I've seen them typically sell for $300 to $400 and way more, if there's a good costume appearance. So I think I did okay on those. But yeah, that's it for this first box from the end of 2016. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.